Hi, and welcome to the Trucking Scribe. Today we're going to start work on this little journal. We're going to distress the envelope. So we start with the big 9x12 envelope, and we use our distress inks and put these colors on. So the other ones are still drying, but we have like 3 in the other room. But in this video, I show you putting the cover on this one and how I put this in the middle. So this is going to be a one signature journal, and we have folded our signature because there's 16 pages, which would make 32. There's 16 sheets, which would make 32 pages. Enough for you to have 1 page each for the December daily for Christmas. So we're going to sew that in. I'm going to put some lace on the signatures, and we're going to be working on that through the end of the month. So we're doing Jesus in July 24. It's still mine. I made this kit. We're still using it for Jesus in July, but the Bible study goes with the other kit. So we'll be working on that on off days. Design team for Jesus in July is Jeanette, Rhonda, Sandy, Christina, Samantha, Debs, and myself. So go and check their website, or can't talk this morning. Go and check their YouTube channel, see what they're coming up with, and put this hashtag Jesus in July 24 in the search bar on YouTube and Instagram, and see what all everybody else is posting. So what I've decided to do is at the end of the month, I'm going to pull up the hashtag Jesus in July 24. And what I'm looking for is photos, videos that have this hashtag. Now we have Miss Pat already, who has done a coloring page on her channel, and she showed it to us as her Jesus in July project. So go check her out, and we'll get started with this. Thank you, and have a great day. Good morning. So today is kind of like a in-between day that I didn't have anything planned. So we're still going to be working with the idea of Jesus in July, and I just wanted to introduce you to the creative team for Jesus in July. Jeanette, Rhonda, Sandra, Debs, Samantha, Christina, and I. So to participate, all you need to do is put a picture, a video, something that relates and helps you or reminds you of Christmas or the birth of Jesus. So there's a lot of different things you could do. Trees or snow. You can write, you can color. Miss Pat, she did a coloring page for us, and it was the 3 wise men. It looked really, really good. So make sure to go over there. I'll put a link below to that and see what she's been up to. So I'm going to show you my other Christmas digital that I made for the Crafty Christmas in July 24 that Sweet Pea Papers is hosting over at Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group and the Junk Journal tutorials and more. So make sure you go over there and check out all these lovely designers. There's 25 of us that are posting at least 4 videos this month that have to do with Christmas in July. She does have free giveaways in both groups. You have to post some pictures and use the hashtag. The other one that I'm also working on, so there is a lot going on for July, and I'm trying to put it all in, is Christmas in July Bingo that Kara Brandon has in her Facebook group, and I'll try and link it below. So far we've done add lace ribbon to pages, we've done a stencil, we've used washi, we've sewn in signatures, assembled journal signatures. So there's all this other stuff. We used inks or sprays. So I'm not really looking at like 5 across this way or 5 up or that way. I'm just marking them just for fun. And I did laminate these so they would last longer. So just a quick little preview of my digital. And I'm going to put up in the corner like I usually do. Let's see, so all of this is just lined paper. I love purples and greens, so I made a kit that was not the traditional. So both kits, this one and the Jesus in July kit, are 50% off for the month of July. So I'll leave a link below so you can get to that. The Jesus in July comes with the free PDF Bible study. I can add that to this also. I don't think I have. But, so I do have a video where I'm working on this, which is an envelope journal, and I'm undecided about this part, but see, I had edges, so this would be the front, and then this would just fold in right there and put a space there. But I'm going to put that to the side because I'm still trying to figure out the logistics of that one. So the other thing, I've had this for a while. It goes perfect with these pages. So I'm going to show you how I made this. First, I'm going to get a great big, some papers on my desk. We're going to use some inks and stains and stuff. So what I did is I have a lot of these different colors. So I think I used candy apple right there on the red. Already got my finger. And these just sit on top of each other. Actually, I think these were both. Yeah, I used the purple and the blue and the candy apple. Okay, so I'm just going to set these over here for now. I'm not sure if I'm going to use them. We might. So all this is a envelope like this. What I did with it is I just scrunched it up. I'm going to do a couple, that way we can do some different colors. And then if you want more, you can just scrunch up in the areas that you feel like you need more. You could wet this. I don't think I need to wet it. So there's one. So I did go ahead and spray this one. I don't know if you can see. Just run my hand over it and let it sink in. And it will fold better. But you do have to be more careful with this one because when it's wet, it's more likely to tear. So either way you go, and this feels really good with all the wrinkles, and then we put Mod Podge over the color, and it really feels good. So this is a quick little thing to make, and it actually is better if you do it as a mass make and do more than one at one time. I'm just looking to see if I have enough crumpled. if you use this vintage photo and these kind of colors, it actually, on the orange or the brown big envelopes like this, it does look kind of like leather. So I'm just going to kind of, all I'm going to do is take my ink pad and just go like this. I'm not doing it hard. I'm just letting it pick up the colors from okay. So then I can take this candied apple red and just wiggle it around. So it's kind of wet this morning. So you can see how it's leaving streaks, which gives it more beauty. Once the distress or the Mod Podge gets on it, it'll kind of feather out some. We might do some chipped sapphire on this one too, because I like the blues. And I'm going to come back in with the purple and get some more on top. So what I'm doing is I'm layering the colors. And I'm going to have ink all over me. But that's some of the fun. And you want to flip it over to the other side. Now this side, you're going to cover most of it, so it's not as important to get in the middles of. But we'll go ahead and do it. Let's see, some blues. Just so I'm mixing these colors, they just turn out so nice. Especially with the red, I'm trying to have them streaks go in a little different directions so that it gives it more to look at. So, yeah, I did do that. And I'm going to go over this a little bit more because I think I'm going to leave one of those on there. So as you start adding more, you can give more pressure to your stamp and it will go down in some of them cracks and crevices. So if you have one that you like more than the other, use it. And when I did this to start with, it was just a playing with the colors to see what I could come up with. And I've used most of the other ones that I had. I just had this one left. So we got that one. So we could use some green on this maybe. Do some blues and some purples and greens. Or even just blues and greens. Let's see what we think. So I love this chipped sapphire on here. It just is a really pretty color that looks like blue jeans to me. So right here, that magazine is catching on my up under there, but it can't. Well, it's not wiping off. Okay, we're going to try the peeled paint. That gives it a Christmassy color. So I've not really tried the peeled paint a lot. It looks like a Christmas tree colors. So I'm kind of liking that. Let's see. I have Lucky Clover, Cracked Pistachio. Let me see. This is a little bit different. I'm not sure I'm liking this color, but we'll go over it with the blue. I think it will cover it up. I do like that one the best. Got orange. I'm going to go back over it with, I'm going to do this one in blues and greens. And then the other one we can do maybe with some vintage photo to see what it looks like. So right there, I'm not quite getting in that. So as you just go around, your colors get mixed up and they look good. At least I think so. And this is a good mixed media kind of a project. And actually where I got this from was Gail Augustinelli. She was doing some covers and she was using tissue paper, and I think she was showing how to make it look like leather, because I was using the brown ones and I thought, well, why not just try this? So like I said, you're not going to see all this because it's going to be covered up, but I'm just putting it on now. I feel like I need more blue. There we go. Okay. So I like that one. We'll set it over this way. So now I'm just going to put the lids on these and put them up for now. So I do have some oxides and I have some regular ink. I think I'm going to start with the ground espresso and the black soot because they're darker. And I'm just going to lightly get them on here. I do think I am going to take some water on this one and see what that does to it. This is the black soot. Flip it over and go ahead and do this side too. So when you got them slippery pages underneath like I've got right now, I'll just use a magazine, what was here. I get a lot of magazines that I use for gluing and stuff. Let's do some more ground espresso. This is walnut stain, so it's another brown. I like that one. It brings in some brighter little tones of color. So this one I'm probably going to do with the Jesus in July, the brown one, because it just looks like it would look cool with that brown cover. Now, one thing that I have found that's helping is this ink refresher. I'm going to give that a second to get in there. I don't know, that is distressed oxide, so that might not have been the best choice. And we'll see. So this is finished photo. Just give it another. And I am rubbing harder now just to get some of this in there. I think that one goes with that. Like I said, I don't know why I'm doing so much of this because it's going to be covered up. I can make a smaller topper and show off more of the work though. I'll try this one. This one might be better. Yep. I like these colors. Okay, what I want to do, this is a water bottle. It's like a hair water bottle. I'm going to move this one. I think I'll move these. I may come back with some of them, but so this does have oxides on it, so it does change it. Okay. I'm getting the colors to run. I'm probably going to go get some more water. Just taking tissues and picking up some of that water. This is pretty good and wet. What I'm going to do with this one while I'm working with the other ones is go sit it in front of the fan. And it is very delicate right now. I like how these colors are coming out though. So I'm just moving the water around on it. I'll come back and put some more on this side because so I have this, I don't know what you call it. It's a paintbrush, but it's silicone. And I use it to paint these. So I'm not going to wet this because I'm thinking that this here will give it enough liquid to spread. Let's see how it's spreading already. So with the Mod Podge there, I'm using the matte. I have used the gloss and it takes forever. I mean like months and years to dry. The matte does better. but the gloss one is so sticky that you can't do anything with it. So I'm trying to spread this out. I've got a lot on that other end as it falls down in the cracks. Get a little bit more. So what I generally do is I do one side, let it dry, come back and do the other side. If I need more on one side or the other, I do that after. Let's see how it's blending the colors together. And I'll show you, I'll take a picture and put it up in the top to show you what my setup is for drying. I just take and put some parchment paper on my kitchen table or some aluminum foil. I like the aluminum foil too. And I got a fan, just a box fan that sits up there and blows. So let me go, I need a little bit more right in there. So I'm just going to flip this page over because I don't want the purple on this other one. We don't have any purple on it. And I'm just going to clean my brush off too while I'm at it. Get that. These are simple little nice brushes. I like them in one aspect. Sometimes I don't. But for this, they work out really good. So now we will do this one and see how. I've not done a green one like this, so this will be my first to see how it spreads out. So I know the purple was an oxide, so that helped change the color. I'll have to look at these and see. When you pick them up to take them and put them in front of the fan, or if you pick them up at all, they're very delicate because of the wet paper. So just be careful as you carry it that you're not, because it does get heavy and you don't want to rip your envelope right now. But as it gets dry, it does get a lot stronger because this glue hardens up. So I'm trying to get over here on the edges. So instead of this soaking into the brush, that silicone or whatever that is, it just pulls it around and gets in there. I hate trying to use a brush with stuff like this that you just keep pouring it on and it's up in the bristles. And you can also get less, well, you get less glue either way. So this one's looking really good. Let's see if I got spots that need to. So this one is still wet, quite a bit wet. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Mod Podge on the top and just let it sit there and see how it goes. And because it's wet, it's not using as much. And it's laid down. You can see those crinkles now after I wet it when it was with the water after I did the distressing. So that's another way to do this, is put it on there and then put your water and let it soak in, and it'll soften up your paper. So right now all I'm doing is I'm just barely touching it. There's not a lot of wrinkles, which surprisingly, it makes sense to my brain, but I wasn't expecting it to be so easy. It's a lot easier than the other one to cover. And you can still see the colors bleeding some. Okay, I'm going to put this one back. So with this, I did go ahead and put that flap down. I left it open on the other ones. So what I'm going to be looking at is what kind of cover do I want. And the fold, it's going to fold like this. So this is going to be a one signature journal. So I can cover this whole thing up, or I could cut out something and put right there. Maybe a tree, put the circle. Or I could just put like this line. That one would go on the green one really good. I like the bear. I could take him out and just cut around the edges, and I don't know. This is a pretty color that might go inside. So I'm trying to find my cover one first. I do like her too. Put her on right there. Or I could do the Christmas tree. I have this one also. You know, these are always so hard to decide. I do like that color with the reds back there. I think I'm going to do that. Let me see how big I want it. So I want to see some of this over here, and actually I could take this off or just cut these around, but I'm thinking I want to leave it because I want that red. So I'm going to cut right there. So I'm looking at, I have approximately on this edge border the same. I could trim around these squares and put it on, but I like the red behind it. I am thinking it needs something else behind there. Like to layer it up with. Or even if I took this and made this thicker. I think we'll do that. This would probably work. It's a FedEx box. Look at that. Let's see. So I'm not going to ink a lot of this. I just want to bring some more dimension to this piece of cardstock. And I do want to put some of this behind it. I have a lot of stuff in this bag because I was working on a purple fairies journal. And I put the purples in there. Still thinking about just cutting those out. Let me see. I'm not a very straight cutter. So what we might do is use those extra colors on the it's like a cluster or something. I could stick some of this back there. This is what takes me so long, is trying to figure out what I want to do here. I could do this up the side. No. I do like this. Would it fit on there somewhere? I like it better here. So this was a two-sided one. Right now I'm just putting some glue on here. I don't want a whole lot, that way I can lift it up and put things under it. Okay. This I want to trim just a little bit straighter. I usually use fabric tack for laces, but I don't want that to have a lot of glue poking out. I do have this one too. So this one I think I'm going to use my fabric tack. I'm waiting on it to come down. Let's see, do I want any of this orange to bring in some of that other color? Somewhere in my mess, I have some little Christmas bows and stuff. I just really don't know what I've done with them. Where did the long one go? Here it is. So I'm just trying to bring in some of that color from this without it being so overpowerful. I don't think I want it to go all the way down. I have a bigger bottle of fabric tack, but this Sugar Bell bottle, actually, when you're wanting just a little bit, does seem to work. It's just getting it down to the bottom where you want it. Okay. I do have another idea that I need to. There it is. And I'm going to use some of my fabric tack because it's thicker and this has wrinkles on it because of that texture from the front. So the fabric. So I'm just going to fold these the direction I want them to go. So 1, 2. That one over here because I don't really want that many in there. And then this would be the center. I think I'm going to do that one as the center. Let's see. Gold blue right here. Yeah. Maybe not. You know, I'm talking to myself. I don't know why. Oh, I do like that better. Let's see what we got. So I want some copy dye pages in here just to break it up. So what I did with this paper when I dyed it, I took a whole ream of paper and I have a big tote that I put my paper in to do the coffee dye. And I just set it in there like that and left it for, I put it in the refrigerator so it wouldn't spoil. I don't know if it's spoiled or not. So for a few days, I just let it sit in there, and I didn't put one at a time. I put the whole ream of paper in there. Came up with interesting designs. It's a whole lot quicker than what I was doing. Okay, let's see. So I still need to cover this part, just like I did the front, with a piece of the paper on this one. What I'm going to do, yeah, okay. Get this out. So I'm going to glue half and half, which may not be a great idea, but we will see. I'll go down through the middle right there so I can make sure I get that. So I thought about that last night when I was gluing some other stuff. Is what if I just went ahead and folded it where I wanted it? So I'm not sure when I'm thinking what I'm going to do, because I already have something on Monday and Wednesday for the Jesus in July Bible study. I'm going to continue that, and maybe I got the slow stitch on Tuesday that I'm really trying hard to keep up with. It's doing pretty good. Then tomorrow on Friday I have the, what do I have tomorrow? Faith Friday and diamond painting. I think I'm going to do another Psalms for that. So I have Saturday, Sunday, and Thursday that I could work on these and not feel like I'm out of order. I know some of y'all are saying, what is she talking about? A system seems to help me stay on track better. But that's a lot to do all this. So I'm going to say I will try to get some more videos up and decorating this particular journal and the other ones we're working on the off days of what I've already got going on. So right now I'm just adding some more glue here. So you don't have to put nothing on the back if you don't want to. Or you can. I do like this. And then this will go right in there. I think I am going to put some lace on it. But I'm going to stop here because we've done quite a bit today. I will come back and do a little bit of the other side of those wet things. I think, well, No, I will save them for the next video when we work on this, because what I'm going to do is probably make them into Christmas ones too. One with the Jesus in July kit and the other one maybe with this, or there were a lot of people that donated kits for the Christmas in July, so I may do one of those. That sounds like a good idea. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you're new here, it'd be great if you hit this. If you're new here, it'd be great if you hit the subscribe button. If you've been here a while and you're new, I would really love a comment. Tell me what makes you think of Christmas. So you can look at this Christmas in July bingo. They got ornaments, coffee, stockings, lights. So what we're looking for the open collaboration is that you put on your photos and videos, if you choose to do a video, hashtag Jesus in July 24. So all of my team here, Jeanette, Rhonda, Sandra, Debbie, Samantha, Christina, and then I have Wendy. I've got to get her on here. We're on the lookout for Jesus in July 24 photos, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for this hashtag and see who posts on social media. So what I'm going to be looking for is Facebook and Instagram. I don't have a TikTok. Well, I have one, but it drives me crazy with those videos just playing by themselves. So I'll be looking on Facebook and Instagram for posts and tags on Jesus in July. It can be snow or a Christmas picture that you had, just celebrating the birth of Jesus in July. So it can be Santa Claus, it can be the manger scenes. You just take your pick. So I hope to see you guys posting, and have a great day.